Wait.
Peace, light, and love, family. 1212, Gorilla Elite, bulletproof, nothing but the truth. So, you know, I got to give it to you, family. Let's get right into it, man. You know, they always say we're in the end times. You know, they've been saying that for the past, like, thousands of years, and for good reason as well, because every time there's a new religious doctrine on the rise, it was always affiliated with some type of end time prophecy. And that's how we came about with all these new religions that we have today. But anyways, family, I'm going to start recording and documenting my dreams, man, because I'll be having some crazy dreams, bro, which is weird because I honestly think that dreams are, you know, when your spirit either travels to different dimensions, different worlds, to past lives, to the future, to collect or experience information. I honestly think that's what dreams are, because not many scientists can explain dreams nowadays either. I remember I used to ask my high school science teacher, I was like, hey man, what are dreams exactly? Like, I don't understand. How do we have dreams? Our eyes are shut. You know, we have memories, but how are we seeing these vivid, clear motion pictures like movies and remembering everything that's happening? You know? But man, family, I had a dream. This was like, I'm gonna say it's like a month ago, maybe a month or two ago, maybe. I had a dream about Donald Trump. One of the funniest dreams I've had, but then also, you know, kind of spooked out type of dream, you know? It wasn't like it was a horrifying dream or anything like that. It was just weird and just strange. So I had a dream, you know. I do a lot of research on UFOs, aliens, spirituality, you know, because we really, as humans, we're just constant search of, you know, something that we don't really know. Like we can say we're trying to search for our purpose in life, or, you know, we're trying to search for our existence or why we exist on this planet. We're going to be in constant research mode, trying to figure out why we humans are here in the type of society that we have built. So yeah, I had a dream that, yes, planet Earth, we were being invaded by aliens, right? I had a dream I was taking a walk with Donald Trump, which is weird. You know, I don't care for politics or anything like that. But this is like the second dream I had of Donald Trump. I had another one in 2016, which was weird as well, but this one was extremely weird. I had a dream I was walking with Donald Trump in my neighborhood. The sky was like a sunset sky. It was just crazy because as we were walking, I looked up in the sky. All of a sudden, I could see all of these UFOs, all these spaceships or alien-like disc crafts just in the sky, like everywhere. And I looked at Trump. I was like, yo, what's going on? What are we going to do? And he said word for word, this is exactly what he said in my dream. He said, don't worry, everything's going to be okay. This is good for humanity. We're going to set each other back 6,000 years because it's going to be good for humanity, okay? Everything's going to be great. We're going to have no problems. And this is going to be the best thing that has ever happened to humanity, okay? We're going to be good. We're going to be fine. Everything's going to be great. And it was just weird. I was like, what the hell is he talking about? I was like, yo, you're down with the shit? And so in the dream, during that dream, I was able to like teleport or something like that. I was doing something, or either I was teleporting or, you know, I was going to like different scenes in the dream. So I felt like I teleported onto one of the UFOs, like inside, and I seen a bunch of baby alienated heads inside of these tubes. And they didn't have no body. They didn't have no torso or anything like that. No lower body. It was just a bunch of heads. You know, it looked like a laboratory with a bunch of heads inside of it, with these little baby green alien type of heads, or, you know, it looked really weird. And so then I teleported again, and one of those little heads like kind of jumped off of the shelf that I was on inside of the spaceship, Then the alien, basically, I teleported again. I was back on planet Earth. I was back on the ground. And I seen these aliens, they were like, they basically were still in the little tubes, but they had like robotic spider legs. And they were planting all these little mini dinosaur eggs everywhere. And of course, I know they were dinosaur eggs because dinosaurs were hatching from them. But I seen them planting them everywhere. I was like, what the hell is going on? I was like, why are they planting these eggs everywhere? And then it kind of skipped to another scene and all of these dinosaurs were being born. And I was like, God damn, he really is trying to set us back, 6,000 years or however many years back. I was like, what's going on? And so it was just a weird thing, strange apocalyptic type of dream, to where I guess we got invaded by aliens. Trump knew that we was getting invaded by aliens. He was in agreement to implement the New World Order to go ahead and hit the reset button, hit the Great Reset button. He was basically in agreement to hit the Great Reset button for all of humanity. So that's what it seemed like it was about. But I just found that to be a very odd dream. A lot of spookism in the dream. I know that or whatever, but I just wanted to, speak about that, speak on that. What y'all think, man? Anybody else having any apocalyptic dreams nowadays? I mean, I had ones that were more creeped out than that. These end time dreams you have. You're like, what the heck does this mean? A lot of times I think dreams are just symbolic for things that are going to occur in real life. So it's not like what happened in your dream is going to happen play by play in your physical reality in this 3D realm, but it could be symbolic of something that's going to happen, like similar to what happened in the dream itself. But yeah, family, that was just crazy, man. That's all I got for right now, man. I'm on to the next one.